How's it, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Hype. I recently realized that I created a custom Reshade shader and I've used it in a couple of my games that I've showcased, but I haven't made a dedicated video on the shader itself. So this is that video. The shader is called Classic Cinema Animation Shader, and all it is just an old-timey film or movie effect that you can use on any of your games that you install Reshade to. If you download the file, you'll obviously get two folders. There's the shaders folder and the textures folder. Within the shaders folder is the FX file, and in the textures folder there are 5 textures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are just the different strengths. So when you have gray 20, gray 100, that will just mean that it's 20% opacity and 20% and 100% opacity for the 100. And the gray is that there's kind of like a gray filter also on it. And also a third texture called BTH Custom Gray M, which just has less squiggly lines and bits on the screen that's being animated. As well as a no gray 20, so this will just be the old film effect without the gray texture, as well as the no gray 100. So the way to install this is just copy these 2 folders and go to the game that you've installed your Reshade to. We will be using Battlefield 1 for this one. So you'll obviously find your Reshade-shaders folder within the game, and you double click into that and you can just click paste. And it's a small file, so you won't even see it copy over. But then within that, you will obviously see, if you just go to C, you'll see that classic cinema animation FX has just been copied over, as well as within the textures, there should be the custom, the Beyond the Hype BTH custom gray 20, 100, and so on. Okay, once you're in game, then all you have to do is open up your Reshade menu and then just search for CCA, and then it should come up, the classic cinema animation, and just activate it. Let's bring that to the top. This FPS, this is how fast the effect runs at. So 12 I find to be the perfect frames per second, but you can obviously set it to like 60, and then, you know, as you can see, it's going much faster. But let's set it back to 12. And over here, the default will be set to BTH custom gray 20.png as well as 4K. So at the moment I'm playing it at 1080p. So all we'll do to change this, we'll just type in 1920, and once you type that in, hit enter and wait for it to load up again, and then the second part 1080 and hit enter. And then over here, this is where you can change from either the gray 20 or the gray 100 or the no gray 20, no gray 100 or no gray M. What you will need is the quotation marks, right? So we'll put that in and we'll type in BTH custom gray 20.png, right? And this is just the default one. Let me just crouch before I die. Oh, I've died. Doesn't really matter. But okay, over here. So let me open up my Reshade. You'll see I've already created custom presets for it, so I don't have to type it in the whole time. So this is the 20, and this is the gray 100. If I select this, you see it's a much stronger effect. Just kill these guys. And if we go to the no gray 100, you'll see the no gray might be difficult to see in. I need to find a section that is not as dangerous. Okay, over here. So this is the no gray 100 and the no gray 20. So for me the 20 is actually the perfect amount. Okay, and as well as the M texture. Now the M texture is a little bit more subtle, so it's just got less lines in it and less squiggly bits. And the squiggly bits, I mean, is If we go to the gray, if we go to the strongest setting, can you see that squiggly bit that comes on the top right side sometimes over there? That's what the M does not have. So of course I didn't change the 1920 by 1080. So that's what you'll have to change for your resolution, of course, and then the shader will look much better. And you can pair the shader with your color management and just reduce the saturation and up the contrast and exposure. I'm just using Lightroom to change the color of the game. And now it looks like you're playing in an old wartime documentary of World War I. I know you guys can decide what you want to do with this shader in your own game. But anyway, this shader can be found in my Discord. Just download it from there for free. So if you like this video and want to see more like this, then subscribe and maybe give this video a like. Anyway, cheers. Bye-bye.